Welcome to Spitting Bars. I'm Christina Rodriguez, and on today's show we have two Rowan University students who will show you that rapping isn't about how much swag you have. Here with me are Rich Trippy Trip Ennis, a 20-year-old junior who's studying psychology, and Gary G. Will Jones, a 22-year-old senior who's studying theater arts. Welcome, guys. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Christina. Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Thanks. So let's begin with telling the audience, how did you become a rapper? Gary or Rich?
All right, I'll go first. Honestly, I just started rapping because I was like 11 years old and I used to get made fun of a lot. So it was basically just my way of expressing myself and saying what I was too scared to say to bullies that I was interacting with. So it was basically just my way of venting. And that was pretty much what got me into it.
Yeah. Why did you keep rapping though?
I just started to really like it and people started to say that I was good at it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what kept me going. And I started to feel more confident in myself because of it. So why stop a good thing?
True. And what about you?
Well, for me, it was more, I was always really into poetry, and the two were very closely related, and I always had a lot on my mind around the age of 11 as well, and I would always write poetry, and then as I grew, it kind of just developed. I realized how much I really love hip-hop, and a lot of really like influential rappers were, really getting into my head and making me say, like, hey, I can do this too. So that's what really turned it into rap for me.
I know in some of your performances you say that your rapping is influenced by poetry. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I tend to write my music in a way that it can either be performed over a beat or it can just be performed, a cappella as a poem, and that's just kind of where my writing style comes from, because my roots are mostly in poetry, so I tend to write and think of rap as poetry.
So has theater arts influenced that as well, or?
Yes, it has. It's actually helped me put a lot of personality into my music and really make it very specific to me. I like all my songs to really sound like something I would say or something I would really put out.
Absolutely, yeah. What about you, Rich? You said you are a lyricist. What's the difference between a lyricist and a rapper?
Well, I like to think that pretty much anybody can call themselves a rapper. Like if you can rhyme a few words, I guess you could say you're a rapper. Mm-hmm. But a lyricist is a person who pays attention to the real fundamentals, like subject matter, rhyme scheme. They try to make you think when you're rapping. They're not just throwing in a chorus that says the same thing 75 times and you're like, oh, this is fun.
So do you pick your beats first or you write your music? How does that work?
Well, me in particular, I can do it both ways. Sometimes I just write with nothing, but most of the time I'll search the internet for hours just looking for a beat that speaks to me.
Okay.
And then I'll write over it.
Absolutely. You have to find something that fits for you. What about you, G. Will?
Yeah, I'd say more often than not, it's me. I write first and then I find a beat, but every now and then I'll find a beat that really speaks to me that I'll start writing to. Because I go for the subject first. I think about what idea I really want to get out on the song. I think about what my essential message is, what I want to say, and how people will receive it. And then I just kind of fill in the blanks there as far as the beat and the hook or the chorus or whether or not I want to feature on it. So that's pretty much the order I work in.
That's good. If it works for you, hey, keep it going.
Exactly.
I know you guys together are in Lyrical Alliance, right? Is that how you guys started performing, or when did you guys initially start performing together?
I would say it was definitely through Lyrical Alliance. That's
Lyrical
where
Alliance.
I met him and all the other really talented, people who were into poetry and just pretty much creative expression. And it was just kind of a mutual respect, and we just kind of approached each other like, hey, let's collaborate.
Yeah.
I heard him a few times and I was like, I can dig it. And honestly, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but when I hear somebody, I need to hear heart in their lyrics, and I heard heart in Gary's lyrics, so that's what kind of made me want to perform with him.
It was heart-touching, huh? And what did you guys do to prepare for your performance? Was there anything specific you did? Did you guys have to warm up those vocal cords or anything?
I guess it's just mentally psyching yourself up and just being ready to, go out there and give it your all. I don't have any real ceremonies or anything. I just kind of just connect. That's really it for me.
Me personally, I need to run through the song a few times before I do it live, and I need to get myself into a zone type deal. I listen to some kind of motivating music sometimes, or I'll just sit there and maybe do a jog in the hallway, something like that. Just
a jog in the hallway. Oh, athletic much over here. You jog too?
I can't say that I jog. I might pace a little bit. I do like to stay in motion, but I wouldn't say I go for a full blown jog though.
I just jog in place. I'm not doing
You
like
jog-
laps
jog in
around,
place,
around
okay.
the building.
Now, I know the audience is dying to know, and I'm dying to know, how did you guys get these rapper names? Because they're really interesting, especially yours, Trippy Trip.
Well, there's actually, it's kind of a silly story. When I was younger, about 14, I used to hang with my cousin all the time on the Wildwood Boardwalk, and if anybody's ever been there, it really is built very poorly, and if you walk down it, you'll fall all the time. So she literally started calling me Trip. So after that, it got a little less corny of a name because my boy used to tell me, used to be like, you're so descriptive with your rhymes, it's like you take people on trips. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just go with Trippy Trip type deal. And that was basically how it happened. It stuck, and a lot of people liked it. They'd call me it.
Trippy Trip, we hear it all the time. Like, Trippy Trip, Trippy Trip. People yelling it in RTF. What about you, G-Will?
Okay, my name is, I guess, a little more, I guess, serious. It has some layers to it. So my name is Gary William Jones. So G-Will is my first my first name and my middle name. So that's the initial G-Will. And it's also kind of like a motivator because it's like G, will, and it's also like will of a G, will of a will of a God, will of a gangster, whatever you want to call it. Just basically saying that like I have very strong will and that I will continue. And it's also I'm also named after my father, so I'm Gary William Jones Jr. So it's kind of a tribute to him as well, using kind of our name.
Okay.
And as well, like I actually started with G Will first, and then I kind of realized that I could, elongate it to G Willikers. Because one, it's just like you say G Willikers when something like really amazes or surprises you, and I feel like people are kind of surprised that I rap. And plus, G Willikers is kind of silly, and that's kind of my personality. So it is
You're
all
silly G-Will.
Yes, and it all just kind of fell into place and worked out nice.
Thanks for sharing that with us, though. Rich, we're going to be showing your music video soon called Crazed. What inspired you to make that music video?
Basically, it was just a contest entry for this contest called Don't Funk Up the Beats. And it was like a 30,000 entry contest that I entered in hopes of winning, which I didn't win.
You didn't win?
I gave it my all, and a few of my friends helped me out with the video, so it was very fun to do.
I'm sure it came out nice. Let's go on and take a look at that music video.
Attention security. Patient 12175 has escaped from his room. Please be on high alert. Attention security. Patient 12175 has escaped from his room. Please be on high alert. Attention security. Patient 12175 has escaped from his room. Please be on high alert.
Turn volume.
Trip. First rapper to turn a cipher to rapture, not burn a cyphers but astral. Rappers, they need a CAT scan. Rap natural, basketball of these natural lyrics that make the planets fall. Wheels turning like Grand Am. Real penmanship causes faker dismemberment. Evidence that I'm heaven sent. Rappers slopping like wet cement. Yeah, I'm just a sober supernova who's on the ground like a gopher, exploding like shaking soda. But I'm just playing with your cranium, making you look insane, you dumb nuclear like uranium. Man, other words, I'm about to blow up, splitting wigs like a guillotine, flow is tasting like donuts. I'm so fat, FOP8, somebody call Rihanna's DJ for an instant replay. Other words, I'm not repeating, shut the fuck up. How'd I finally get good at rapping shit? Guess it was dumb luck. Rappers is mundane, keep flames, the light up these poses like sun rays, bring pain, insane. Little cuckoo to fuck with a Woodstock, the rapper that'll curse you with voodoo, film it, put it on Lulu, pull you under the dirt, give new meaning to underground. Earners like Burt, one of a kind sound. Fuse with duels is Toodle, will bruise your head with a ruler. Screw you, there's no one cooler. Rappers is Ferris Bueller's. No class, bowling like Steve Nash. Town when it's overlooked and gimmicks today rewarded cash. Or you just hating cause you dead broke, Trip? Fuck that, I'm mad cause rappers are now so ass. But back to me, spit sickness like TB. Fire dragon with blue balls, guess I'm just GT. Grand tour, yeah, let me show you around. Rappers swear that they the it, but barely Krusty the Clown. Bang.
Wow, Rich, that was really good. You were telling me that you were terrible. Like, do you feel like you've improved since then?
Yeah, a lot actually, because I've become a lot more confident with how I like say my delivery and stuff. Like that song, I remember in particular, I kind of read the lyrics off when I was reading it. Now I actually memorize my stuff, so it comes out a lot crisper.
Yeah?
But, yeah.
What about you, G. Will? We've heard how he's improved, how Rich has improved. Do you feel you've improved?
I definitely feel like I've improved. I mean, when I first started rapping, I was very much the same way. It was just kind of like reading. I felt like just because I think I've always been a pretty skilled writer, if I do say so myself. But I didn't really have delivery, so I felt like my lyrics were enough. But then I realized how much like dynamics and the way you give a line off and putting personality and character and inflection and all that into it can really help. So I've gotten a lot better with that.
That's good. And Rich, I know you said you worked out a lot since that video. I could see you lost a lot of weight. So that must have been a huge influence for you.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard the one line in that, but I also say I'm so fat F or PH.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
It was actually a pun on myself because I thought I was fat at that point. So I was like, so fat, or I'm saying fat. With
Well, you're
my
looking
lyrics.
good now, and that's all that matters. Now, I know you guys like to support your underground music, but do you have any mainstream artists you guys listen to?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say I listen to a lot of, I guess, what you would say mainstream artists. I'd say I guess my favorite would be maybe like Andre 3000. He's, I guess, mainstream.
Yeah. What about yours, Rich?
I got like a lot that I listen to, but I'd have to say my favorite rapper that I listen to would have to be probably Biggie Smalls, because
Biggie Smalls.
just-
Okay. All right.
I mean, top three: Biggie Smalls, Eminem. Yeah, I said him.
Eminem. So would that be the guy you would spit bars with if you could? If you had any guy you could, or any female rapper, any female or male artist in general that you could spit bars with, who would it be? It's a tricky one there. Go
For
ahead,
me,
Gary.
it would be probably a tie between Childish Gambino, definitely, because he's a big influence for me, and probably Tyler the Creator, because he's influenced me a lot as well.
What about you, Rich?
I would say M, but I'm afraid he would like murder me in my own song. So I'd probably pick like I'm not even sure, honestly. Just anybody who's pretty much real in their lyrics. Like I probably wouldn't want to do a song with Lil Wayne or with
No, why not?
anybody who's like he's not really my style.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything derogatory about him, but like I'd like to get on a song with maybe Childish Gambino as well, because he comes from the heart. So
Do you feel that like people in general stereotype those rappers? Or rappers in general are they stereotyped? Like Eminem, I know sometimes is stereotyped.
Yeah, I would say so. I guess rappers kind of get like, I don't know, like pigeonholed. They get put into like one box, and everybody thinks they have like one way of rapping or one subject matter. Like such as Eminem he used to be very dark with his lyrics and talk about like real life stuff. And then later in his career, I guess after he got more fame and notoriety, he kind of got more silly with his stuff. And now he's kind of just all over the place. And I don't know. I definitely think that rappers do get stereotyped for certain things, but I guess it's just more important to know that, you know, that's going to happen. It just kind of comes with the territory. And even just telling people today that I'm a rapper, the people kind of give me a look, but they don't also take into account that I'm also a senior in college, just about to graduate with a bachelor's, and
That's true.
hopefully get into grad school. They don't really think about they don't think about my personal story. They just think about me saying I'm a rapper. So I feel like it just kind of comes with the territory being stereotyped.
Yeah. I know that you guys are going to be performing soon. It's called Brain Dead. Can you guys tell me a little bit about that? Like, what inspired you to create that?
it was actually a song that I thought of because I was coming out with a mixtape earlier last year, and I originally thought of the concept because I was like, when I rap, my main goal is to like stun an audience. Like I want them to be like, oh wow, he just like, that was great.
Nice.
And that's my main goal. And I approached Gary about it because honestly, when Gary raps, a lot of the stuff that he says a lot of the time like shocks me. Like he thinks of stuff that I haven't even thought of to say.
Really?
So I approached him and I was like, I want you on this song.
So we have one of our reporters out there, Jessica Guzman, who's going to be telling us what it takes to be a successful rapper. What do you guys think it takes to be a successful rapper?
For me, right off the top, I'd say it takes personality and self-awareness. Because with so many rappers out there, it's easy to sound like everybody else. So
Yeah,
you really have
true.
to just know what you are and know what you're not. So it's
Right.
that way you can transfer into your music.
I'd say determination and heart, because if you're not going to put your all in, no one's going to listen to you.
Thanks, guys. That's really meaningful. But let's take a look at what Rowan University students had to say.
Thanks, Christina. We're now here on Rowan's campus talking to Rowan students about what they think it takes to be a successful rapper.
I think a successful rapper has to go through some difficulties in their life in order to talk about their life with their music.
I think it's simple. Basically, a rapper have to have definitely originality in his skills.
Hard work, determination. You gotta talk about content. You gotta have content in what you're talking on.
Is someone who can put together words in a way that make them sound fluid.
You have to be likable. You have to appeal to your audience.
I think you have to kind of have a really good stage presence and also just good lyrics, be able to improvise on the spot.
Practice, experience, like have good writing skills.
I think it has to be creative and just like cut your own edge and be always like the unique.
Able to inspire people and smart.
You have to be intelligent because you got to know your way around words.
Yeah, well, you got to be a little bit book smart too.
Just being on a blog on the internet, having somebody write an article about you, I think that's success. So I don't think it takes much to do that.
Really, not only be good at what you do, but you also need to be willing to put yourself out there and to take a lot of risks.
I would say consistency maybe, and just be yourself.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Pizzy.
Oh, hot damn. This is my jam. Keep it partying till the a.m.
And she came in the same type of game, the type of girl give it up, the fake cell phone, the name.
I got nothing. I got the head nod though. I got the head nod.
Thanks, Christina. Now back to you.
Thanks so much, Jessica. Wow, it's incredible to know that everyone had different views. It sure does take a lot of skill and determination to succeed as a rapper. We're going to take a short break, but coming up, G Will and Trippy Trip will show you some spitting bars.
Ever wanted to be a college radio DJ and play a wide variety of music? How about working for a station with more than 200 awards? Then Rowan Radio has you covered. All majors are welcome to join and no communication experience is needed. With news, weather, traffic, and music, Rowan Radio 89.7 WGLS FM is the Delaware Valley's home for all the music that matters. So get behind the mic and on the air, Rowan University. Expect more, achieve more.
Sometimes you just want to have fun with your friends. Here at Rowan University, we sport it. With Rowan's intramural sports program, you can make a sports team with your friends to play football, basketball, volleyball, and much, much more. Play against other Rowan students with a nice dose of friendly competition. Having fun has never been so simple.
What do you think, Bri?
I think chicks dig athletes.
That's true.
Rowan University. Expect more, achieve more.
Are you looking to have fun and socialize on campus? Well, Rowan After Hours is the place to be. Join the fun on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings throughout the semester in the Chamberlain Student Center. Come and have a great time and play in game shows, video game tournaments, karaoke, and movie nights. Come watch live bands and even hypnotists perform. Snacks and refreshments are provided, not to mention all the giveaways each night. And everything is free with your Rowan ID. Rowan University. Expect more, achieve more.
Rowan University wants to help you be your best self, so head to the Rowan Rec Center to find a workout routine that's right for you. The Rec Center features a large weight room for those who enjoy lifting. Weights aren't for everyone, so be sure to check out the pool, track, or one of the various exercise groups offered. Students attending school at least half the time can scan their IDs and get in for free 7 days a week. All others, see the front desk for membership details. Rowan University. Expect more, achieve more.
Welcome back to Spitting Bars. In a few moments, you will see a live performance by Trippy Trip and G Will. Both these artists have their own special style. Therefore, on today's show, you will not only get to see both of them perform, but also an individual performance. Before I give away too much information, let's go to Studio One and see what these guys have to show.
Okay, this is a song called Fast Food Music. I'm living life, heartbeat like a metronome. Ask you what I'm thinking about, man, you don't wanna know. I'm sitting days, watching days pass by, so it's kinda ironic how I just fade past time. What? Yeah, I know, I ain't making sense. Newsflash, son, I'm broke, better make it past tense. As you knew that, nothing new, nothing old either. Numbers in my head getting blown by a math teacher. But I ain't high, man, at all, I swear. Only drugs in my system are bass and snares. Think I'm lying, homie, I don't really care, cause I'm tired as hell, I'm bored, so why you even here? Oh, that's right, guess I'm supposed to entertain, but these lames nowadays all do the same thing. So my equivalent in showing love is ignorance. I click, I don't know what they're spitting, cause I ain't interested. I'm like the kid in the school cafeteria, sitting alone, eating a bowl full of Cheerios. Helmet on my head, cause they think I'm special needs. Wear it cause I bash my head against the wall, it doesn't bleed. That's how I'd have to be to think that they were true MCs. Really RAPs, retards, attempted poetry. Sorry to be derogatory, I say this cause honestly they just prove it whenever they try to say shit. So I just stay complacent, embracing temptation to make it without a basis of thought in every statement. All alone in this rap cafeteria, I'm spitting raps better than most, but you ain't hearing them. So if you're tired of the bullshit they feeding ya, all this fast food music in your media, it might taste good, but it ain't though. So try something new, try something new. So if you're tired of the bullshit they feeding ya, all this fast food music in your media, it might taste good, but it ain't though. So try something new, try something new. Yeah, see, I'm just spitting nutrition, always been rapping like a ribbon, so you know that I'm gifted. I got the fiber in my saliva, you know that I'm shitting. It's like my bars are taking protein. Flow is so lifted, cause I'm a diet for fatty rappers, so keep it quiet. I'm the fire that's appetizing anytime, and I'm rhyming. I keep you vibing without the diamonds and hymens. You rappers can never catch it without a bottle of Heinz. And I'm just living it up. It's like balloons are in my heart cause I'm living it up. These rappers steady dropping shit out, you're picking it up, and y'all just eat it up always. Now you're sick in your guts, man. I'm like the gourmet, rapping well was my forte, and when I'm done spitting on my fans like poor K, don't worry about it, I'll be here for a long while, making these rappers mad with my new lyrical style. So if you're tired of the bullshit they feeding ya, all this fast food music in your media, it might taste good, but it ain't though. So try something new, try something new. So if you're tired of the bullshit they feeding ya, all this fast food music in your media, it might taste good, but it ain't though. So try something new, try something new. Yeah, Trip.
Okay. All right. This is a song of mine I'm gonna do a cappella called "Wait." It's the late, early AM, and I'm up still, all work, never planned. Now I'm BSing in my bed, I'm laying. I'm saying, I know I'm swamped like the Gators, but I seem to have more luck writing raps and writing papers. I'm known to be more on the logical side, but that ship has sailed by to my nautical ride. I'm well anchored, though, that's why I'm always chilling. Really, I don't bang a pilgrims, but I'm still pretty thankful, though. Here I sit, sentimental, reflecting benefits, distinguishing fate from coincidentals. I'm in the fit, a crazy world around me. What does it have in store? I've been in place too long. Maybe I just need to travel more. Took a trip to Venus trying to understand women, came back with a few space rocks in my head spinning. Yeah, I'm tripping, caught in emotional clutches. I'm in the party sipping lager, declining dunches and blunts, roll with the loudest, but I'm too quiet for it. It's funny though, cause I can name some people who would ride for it. I buy it for them, but I can't afford it. I ain't ballin', trying to keep my phone on, yet I dread when people call it. College problems now, people want the drama cause a girl's legs wrapped around my neck, that Hurricane Rana. But I don't entertain it, stop complaining. Yeah, I hear him talking loud and clear, but out is dead, Undertaker cane him. Wait. Wait. Among the negativity, just trying to keep my head up. The stress, I'm getting fed up. With the stories people are telling me, crying like I'm psychiatrist, I should bill them like Bellamy. What should I do? Life is getting ahead of me, it's hell for me. I don't want to be here. Then leave. Then leave. But wait. Just take a breath for a second and settle down, wait. It's either this or you can hit the block and try to carry round weight, a ton, more than a couple pounds weight. If not, you don't eat, you going down weight. Can be the king if you can't carry the crown's weight. My friend's at the door, I tell him to wait. Wait, 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 wait. Thank you.
This next song is called Brain Dead. It's a collaboration between me and G-Will. Yeah. I got him comatose, heartbeat pause. So shocked the crowd cannot give that a pause. Nervous system stumped, all doubt gone. Petrified like a vampire stuck in dawn. They just can't believe it, the kid's skill was genius. Brand new, baby, like a premature fetus. What? Go ahead, play it back, yeah, repeat it. I know I'm nice, sorry if I'm coming off conceited, but I'm just being honest. Adept with poetry, but I ain't never wrote a sonnet. I'm getting high, but I ain't smoke or puff on any chronic. I think you knew this track be hot before I spit up on it. My skills unorthodox. It's like a box of cotton that'll knock your socks right off your feet before you breathe, man. I've already stopped. Your heart had skipped the beat. The page, man, I just ripped the sheet. Killed the beat with such an ease that all MCs are scared of me. I got them stuttering. The crowd's muttering. I just made them forget the words that they were uttering. I'm so sudden when I shock the masses widespread. I got them all blank stares, brain dead. These haters hate on me. Wish I would R.I.P. But still I keep flowing, cause I'ma keep on doing me. Influence R.A.P. Shock the masses widespread. I got them all blank stares, brain dead.
I leave them stuttering, the crowd muttering. I just made them forget the words that they were uttering. I'm so sudden when I shock the masses widespread. I got them all blank stares, brain dead. These haters hate on me, wish I would R.I.P. But I just keep flowing cause I'ma keep on doing me. Influence R.A.P. and shock the masses widespread. And leave them all blank stares, brain dead. A wise one told me keep your focus on your grind and entertain the haters later. You can flame them at the finish line. They mad Mr. Opportunity's a friend of mine. He knocks open the door and let the heat out like it's winter time. Don't understand me so they always question motives. Why you always want more? Cause I'm never reaching my quota. That's not for you to know, but for me to do. So support it or get out the way. That's personal for me to you. And shout my homies who always came through in the clutch. Until the rest, you wasn't road dogs, you was mangy mutts. And girls too, the ones who used to try to get up on them. Fading making excuses like sorry, that's just some shit I'm on. But bump it, I'ma put up numbers like sets. Until the only zeros around me are the ones in my paycheck. The shit I spit too hot for your head like vortex to your cortex. Leave them brain dead, I leave them stuttering. The crowd muttering. I just made them forget the words that they were uttering. I'm so sudden when I
Thank you, G-Will and Trippy Trip, for that wonderful performance and for joining us today. If you want to hear more of their music, visit their SoundCloud pages at G-Willikers and Trippy Trip 156. I hope you were able to learn how hard it is for young rappers to make careers for themselves. They are real people with a real passion, and not just out here to bust a rhyme, but because they truly believe in their lyrics. This wraps up today's show. Thanks for watching.
Got them all blank stares, brain dead. These haters hate on me, wish I would R.I.P. But still I keep flowing cause I'ma keep on doing me. Influence R.A.P. Shock the masses widespread. I got them all blank stares, brain dead.
Thank you.
Thank you.